thank you for all your wonderful notes and all your wonderful messages that are coming my way. But today I have to come to some state of feeling somewhat somber. Of course, we don't all know how it is, but the only thing that I know here in this part of the world and understand other parts of the world, if you are First Nations, which of course I can say from my ancestors, I'm a Mi'kmaq First Nation elder now. It was quite funny when someone said, but you are an elder and an elder to others. And another person did make a comment and said, how little is there known about the time that you came to Earth, and how little is there of understanding that astrologers would understand. Well, as I have told you many times ago, I'm not an astrologer, but I can, for you who are into it, say to you, if 9 o'clock in the morning on the 8th of May sounds good to you, then here you have it. And so many of you who have constantly come forward and asked all kinds of questions. It isn't about me, it is about you, it is about the planet. And I would like to go again, as I have many times admonished Mr. Gore, Al Gore, from the United States, and maybe also David Suzuki. David Suzuki, the parade person for the CBC. Isn't that the case? Well, maybe now when you are hearing, and that goes to you, CBC and CNN and whatever news media that are not too far from us, and I'm not giving you any plugs, I am just coming to you and say to you, is this the global warming that you are enjoying, that Al Gore has spoken about? Are you now, since 1970, I have been speaking about a polar wobble and a polar shift. Are you now understanding, as even the good elders from way up north are saying, this is no global warming? It seems the energy in the planet is shifting north. Just imagine, if you are coming to a point of awakening and you learn to open your heart and your mind, and now I'm speaking to you who have your mind closed up and you are running like horses who are scared, and you are not knowing that you are running to a ravine, like many ancient times, not so ancient actually, 150 years ago, the way of hunting buffalo before winter was that First Nations went and the buffaloes jumped off the high cliff, the ravine, and then down below were the native people who then prepared the buffalo. Now, I myself, as a non-meat eater, have to come to you and say, in those days when there was nothing else other to give empowerment and sustenance, which, you know, we know very little of 200 years ago. But I do know what happened in the 1800s, the late 1800s. How many good elders, and I mean very good elders, and also chiefs that were on reserves, were taken by the Roman Catholic Church to Europe. And I have my own horrific story to tell of my ancestors. And I have come to a place to investigate many of these routines of Rome. Many say, you mustn't speak about it, leave it alone. If you leave it alone, there will be no change. If you are not going to speak about the pedophilia, then it will spread and it will become so that many of you will come to live in fear to send your children to these places. If we talk about preachers who are also out there, and as we are hearing now more and more, are also not able to keep their hands off the little people, the young people. So what God do you pray to? What imprisonment have you created for your soul? If you cannot be free and deep within yourself expand your love and your disciplines, to say, I cannot be like them, I must be different. I will not hurt or take the lives of animals. I will not take the lives of people of any race, creed or color. If you were in a state at one time, and I have to speak about a very young boy who told me about his experiences in Afghanistan as a young boy. And when I listened to him, and I look to many people that live on farms wherever in the world, and it is a common thing for the father or the grandfather or the mother, the grandmother or the brother or whatever to go out there and chop the head off of a chicken, or kill somebody else on 4 legs, prepare it and eat it. Well, you have to realize it takes about 10 to 15 years to get that kind of cellular vibration out of your system. It is today that it is more important than ever in a world that is engulfing itself more and more in warfare, in hatred, in destruction, because in many cases the drive behind it is a religion. If religions cannot make you peaceful, why do you participate? The ancient times when Zarathustra was up on the earth, at that time there were nearly no wars in the areas. Wherever he was and spent his time, the warring stopped, of course, to the great hate of the rulers who wanted to expand their land and their control. And it went long.